Should you upgrade from the iPhone 16 Pro to the 17 Pro or Pro Max? In this video, I'll tell you everything that's changed so you know if it's actually worth upgrading, because with this iPhone launch, Apple went all out and surprised us with some features that weren't even previously leaked, but a couple of leaked features unfortunately didn't come. So before I jump right into it, let me first get into the most controversial design change that actually makes a lot of sense right now, and that's the fact that they ditched the titanium chassis that they advertised so heavily and went back to aluminum. And guess what? Just like I told you guys in all my leak videos, Apple milled this phone chassis out of a solid block of aluminum, and they made sure to show you how they did it. So why would Apple do this? Well, Apple confirmed that they did it to get more precious internal space within the camera bump to fit more of their components and for a larger battery. They also did it to fit a much larger camera sensor, which is only possible with this milled aluminum design, which I'll get into in just a minute. But in my opinion, this brand new design, especially with this new cosmic orange color, is absolutely beautiful, and Apple nailed it. It looks so much better than the previous 16 Pro. My favorite part is that they integrated the antennas into the design of the camera bump, and that gives you a more reliable connection since you're not blocking any of the antenna bands with your hands. But the weird thing this year is that they got rid of the black color. You can only get it in the orange, the deep blue, and the silver. But when it comes to upgrading, I want to make the point that the most important factor when you upgrade to a new phone is that it looks way different on the outside. And let me tell you, the 17 Pro is the most new looking phone that we've had in many years. I mean, the 16 Pro looks just like the 15 Pro, the 14 Pro, 13 Pro, 12 Pro, they all had the same camera bump. This is drastically different, and I have a feeling tons of people are gonna upgrade because of this. Now, moving on to more features, my favorite thing is that they upgraded to Ceramic Shield 2 on both the front and the back, so both sides, including the wireless charging glass cutout, so much more durable. It's 4 times more resistant to cracks, it's actually thinner so you get more battery life, and 3 times better scratch resistance. But by far my favorite new feature that was announced is the 7-layer anti-reflectivity coating on the front. This is a big deal because Samsung has had it for a couple of years, ever since their S24 Ultra, and it looks so much better in terms of not having reflections on the display, and it's one of the biggest reasons that I am personally upgrading. Apple also upgraded the brightness of the display, 3000 nits outdoors, which is crazy. This will make it even better for looking at the display combined with the anti-reflectivity. But in terms of Apple ditching titanium, they explained exactly why they did it, and that's because aluminum is 20 times better at heat dissipation than titanium, which actually led to the 17 Pro models getting 40% better sustained performance alongside the new A19 Pro chip, which is a lot faster. But before we get into that, our sponsor ESR is all ready for the new iPhone 17s with this CyberTough case that has all-around protection thanks to its soft inner lining that keeps your iPhone safe, while the raised edges keep your iPhone protected even from 23-foot drops. This case has a camera guard that doubles as a stand, letting you use it in both vertical and horizontal modes, and on top of that, the MagSafe connection is 2 times stronger while using accessories. And for even better protection, ESR offers a screen protector that has the easiest 2-step installation. Just place the iPhone in the UltraFit tray, close the lid, and pull. Now you're protected with Corning glass that Apple actually uses as a supplier for their iPhones. It's 10 times stronger and has an anti-reflectivity coating as well. And for charging, ESR's new CryoBoost 3-in-1 charging station is super fast at wireless charging, now supporting 25-watt Qi 2 while keeping your iPhone cooler with its built-in fan, which is basically as fast as wired charging. So go ahead and check out ESR's products with the links in the description and pinned comment below. Now, my favorite part about the new redesign with the milled aluminum chassis is that Apple put in a vapor chamber cooler, which is perfect for the aluminum metal chassis that's really good at heat dissipation to keep your phone cool and give you those better sustained performance numbers for gaming. For that A19 Pro chip, which now has a 6-core CPU and a 6-core GPU. Yes, that's one more core than you get in the iPhone Air and also than the regular iPhone. But the thing I'm most excited about is the battery life, because this has the best battery life ever in any iPhone with up to 39 hours of video playback, which is insane, versus 33 on the 16 Pro Max, which was already one of the best smartphones ever in terms of battery life. And I'm really excited about faster charging on the 17 models, including the 17 Pro Max, up to 50% in only 20 minutes. Previous 16 Pro Max charged up to 50% in 35, so it's almost twice as fast charging. Now, jumping into the selfie camera, this was one of the features that none of us expected. It wasn't even leaked, and that's the center stage front camera. This is an 18 megapixel selfie cam, which has a 2 times bigger sensor, but it's actually a square sensor, but it crops in to give you any orientation automatically. 4 different compositions based on who gets into the frame. So you can take a selfie vertical portrait or a landscape while holding it like this. It is absolutely genius. And even better, they showed off dual video recording where you can record it with the back cameras and the front, and apparently the sensor will shift left and right to keep your face in the frame if it's slightly off center, which is absolutely genius. Now, moving on to the rear cameras on the 17 Pro Max, we have 48 megapixel sensors on all 3 cameras for the first time ever. The biggest thing is the 48 megapixel Fusion telephoto, which they have now took down from 5x optical to 4x optical, giving you a 100 millimeter zoom, which I think might actually be better, because a lot of people, including my wife, complained that the 5x optical was too close. So maybe scaling back to 4x will make it a little bit more usable for a lot of people, but they included a new 8x optical sensor crop mode. Even though it's not technically optical, it's still gonna be better than if you took a 4x and then zoomed in. They also included 3D sensor shift optical image stabilization, so it should be very, very nice and stable. But the biggest deal is that the telephoto sensor is 56% larger than what we had on the 16 Pro Max, which is a massive deal for low light. And let me tell you, the only way they made this possible was with unibody chassis that's milled out of aluminum, giving them extra internal space behind the camera bump. They also showed off ProRes RAW video capture, but unfortunately one of the leaks was 8K video, and that did not come, so I'm a little bit disappointed about that. In terms of the specs, we got brand new Bluetooth 6 and Wi-Fi 7, which works amazing. And on the iPhone 17 Pro, they got rid of the 128 gig model. Now it starts at $256 and $1,099 for the iPhone Pro, which is a $100 price increase. But thankfully, the Pro Max is still $1,199, just like it was on the 16 Pro Max. So no price increase for this model, which is awesome. And the cool thing is that you can now get a 2 terabyte option on only the Pro Max. And now finally, with my thoughts on if you should upgrade or not, I've got to say, based on this new design, it looks so beautiful and so obviously different, especially with the cosmic orange color, that I think a lot of people are gonna upgrade. I personally am, because this is the most different looking iPhone ever. People upgrade when iPhones look different. They don't upgrade when they look the same year after year after year with the same camera bump. You could hardly tell if you got a 16 Pro or a 13 Pro. That is why people will upgrade to this. in mass. So many people are upgrading, and I think you should too, because this design is gonna stick around for years, and they packed in such good features like that 8x zoom camera. They packed in the vapor chamber cooler for better sustained performance, which means less overheating, less display dimming in the sun. You have the anti-reflectivity coating with 3000 nits of brightness, so it's much more usable outside as well. I think this is gonna be a killer phone and people are gonna love it, so I think you should upgrade. So there you guys go. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any further questions, comment down below and definitely subscribe because we have tons of new Apple content coming up. Definitely check one of those two videos right there. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next one.